Hey Internet, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. I'm back, I'm carrying around a lava bucket and I'm now about to start the last episode of September this year because it's Sunday, September 28th, and this means we are already at the end of this month, and this is pretty crazy that, well, we've gotten this far. There is another green guy. There's another green guy, and he saw me. He saw me. I think we need to take that sword. Okay, okay. Phew, they are good for a surprise. They are really good for a surprise. Okay, there is somewhere else another creeper. At least I saw one. He's now hiding behind the tree. This is not good. I need to be careful that I'm not getting... Okay, now I have I can aim and I'm out of arrows. Well done, well done. Okay, now we need to do it. We need to do it quickly and... Okay, well done, well done. So much about this creeper. And then there was a skeleton. Okay, well done, well done. So, yes, end of the month. Time is passing quickly. Time is passing by quickly. This is crazy. This is really crazy, especially because, well, at the beginning of this month I was on Iceland, and now I am back in Germany, and I'm standing here in front of a crazy tree. And was it all the time that crazy down here? I can't remember the strange tree. Was this tree all the time there? Huh. I think I have to rewatch some older episodes to find out if this tree was all the time there or whatever happened there. And yeah, okay, end of the month. This is really crazy. And what else? Then I was talking about this in the last episode, that India is about to arrive with the very first Mars probe at Mars. And yes, I think it was even on Wednesday, as I released the last coffee break, that they arrived there at Mars. And this was pretty special because, well, this was the very first mission from India to Mars, and it was a success right away. And this is so cool because, well, so many Mars probes got lost, they never arrived at Mars. Well, there was a malfunction so that they got stuck in Earth's orbit, or they went silent just before arriving at Mars, or they missed to arrive at the planet, or, well, so many other things happened to these other Mars probes. And, well, India did the very first launch to Mars, and it was a success right away. And this is, well, this is just amazing. So, here, well done, India, well done. And with this, India is now the fourth country, space agency, however you want to call it, which has ever launched a probe to Mars, or which has ever launched a successful probe to Mars. And yeah, this is just amazing, this is great. And, well, especially because when you compare the costs for the development and the launch and so on, then here, India is pretty cheap compared to all the other missions being launched to Mars, and yeah, this was pretty special. And speaking about space things, I was also talking in the last episode about the upcoming Soyuz launch on Thursday, and yes, it was a success. The Soyuz spacecraft was launched, but it had a malfunction as it arrived in orbit because it wasn't able to deploy the two solar panels. Only one of the two solar panels was deployed, and yeah, so they decided, okay, we can still continue. The arrival at the International Space Station is not in danger, and so they continued, and they successfully docked about 6 hours after the launch to the International Space Station. And yeah, this was a great success, and it was also a very interesting picture, because, well, it was like a one-winged space or aircraft that was approaching the International Space Station because only one of the two solar panels were deployed. This was really looking interesting. And well, much more interesting was that just after the docking was finished and as they were preparing the hatch opening, the other solar panel decided, okay, now I think it's time that I should deploy. And well, after the docking, the solar panel deployed, and yes, so everything is now in good shape. A little bit late, but it was a success, and this is just amazing. This is cool and was pretty interesting. And also pretty interesting is the fact that on board of the Soyuz spacecraft was um, the first female cosmonaut who will have a stay on board of the International Space Station, and also the very first female cosmonaut since I guess 20 years or about 20 years. And well, this is pretty special because well, Russia was the first nation who ever launched a female cosmonaut into space, but then they, for some reason, went silent with this idea. And now, after 20 years, finally a new female cosmonaut was allowed or was able to fly up into space. And yeah, this is pretty cool and must be just amazing for her. And so I wish the new crew all the best luck on board of the International Space Station and that they're able to enjoy their time up there. And yes, so much about space things. Now, let's get to another scientific research topic because next Tuesday or this Tuesday, I will be performing an experiment. And well, this experiment is, well, I prepared this experiment a very long time ago. So let me start from the beginning. At the beginning of this year, or well, during wintertime and springtime this year, I was preparing the first concept for this experiment, and um, yeah, I was preparing the first concept for this. Then it got approved by my supervisor. Then it needed to be programmed because I created a concept for a computer game that can be used to teach or to train specific knowledge of a specific branch. I don't want to reveal it right now because, well, the experiment is still ahead of me, and just in the case, I don't think that this will happen, but just in the case that one of the students who will participate in this experiment is watching this coffee break, then I can't reveal the topic or whatever. So in this case, I can't reveal it right now. But yeah, so I started to prepare this. Then yeah, it needed to be programmed, and for this purpose, I was working together with two students who created this computer game as their bachelor thesis, and well, now they are about to be finished, and they're already in the process of writing their bachelor thesis, and I'm now about to use this game for the very first time to do an experiment and to see if, yeah, if my hypotheses are correct, that it's really improving the learning outcome and the training outcome, or if well, if it's not. And so yeah, I'm a little bit excited about this, of course. And well, the main, well, there are now a lot of issues. Uh, where should I start? At first, well, as I said, this thing was programmed by two students, and yeah, currently I still do not have the latest version of the game. And I got an email, I think it was on was it on Friday? I hope it was on Friday. That that the one student has uploaded the new version to Dropbox, but as I was looking into the Dropbox yesterday, there was no new version. So I'm not quite sure if I personally failed to get to this Dropbox thingy and to find there the new version, or if the student just hasn't uploaded it yet, or yeah, I'm not quite sure. It can be a failure or a fault on my side, or he just hasn't uploaded it yet. I'm not quite sure, but this is a little bit concerning when you think about, okay, in a few days, I will be using this program, or I should be using this program, and I don't have this program right now. And yeah, this is getting a little bit concerning on my side, and I hope, yeah, that they will upload it pretty soon, or they will give me the right link to the uploaded game so that I can download it and even provide a download link for the students who should use this game so that I can do this experiment with them. So yeah, this is the first and most annoying part for me. And then, well, the next thing is I got I got the idea, or I got the suggestion that I should book a certain room at the university where there are some computers, so that in the case that students don't have good laptops, they can use the computers there to play this game. And well, of course, all the time when you are dealing with computers at university, you are never sure if you're able to use programs which aren't installed by an administrator. So I wrote at the beginning of this this week, last Monday, I wrote an email to someone who already worked in this room, but I found out on Friday that this person isn't available until tomorrow, until Monday. Yeah, so there was no out of office notification or anything like this. And yeah, now I was sitting around there and I thought, well, why do I not get an answer for this? I have a serious problem here. And on Thursday, I was again at the university, and I hoped I can find this person there. But yeah, because well, she is not in the office, so I wasn't able to find her. And so the next interesting question is: are the students able to use the game on the computer right away, or do I need to contact an administrator, or however the thing will work out? And well, this is a little bit problematic because well, uh, next Tuesday or this Tuesday, so in 2 days, I will performing this experiment, and I have currently not the idea if this thing will ever work out, and I do not have the software, I do not have the game, I do have nothing. I just have the idea, I just have the questions, uh, but nothing more. And yeah, I'm now sitting around and I'm thinking, oh dear, I hope this will work out. And yeah, so I think you can imagine that this is not really the way you really like to feel, or you like to prepare your experiments, because of course this experiment is of course important for my research, and if it can prove my hypothesis, then I'm making some good progress with my PhD, and if not, then yeah, it's still a result. And well, even if this result is positive and it can prove my hypothesis, then you can start arguing around, okay, there was this and that circumstance, and that's why it's still not significant because of this and that reason. And well, it's pretty easy to argue around, and also it's pretty easy to argue around in the vice versa. If there is no significant result, then you can easily say, okay, this is because of this and that, and yeah, a lot of discussion can go on there. And yeah, I will see how everything will pan out. And right now, I'm really a little bit or really concerned about the fact that I'm here. I do not have the software right now. And yeah, I just hope that I will get the link today so that I can download it, that I can test it, because right now it's pretty bad. And yeah, so much about this. And yeah, now I'm sitting here around. I'm creating my coffee break, and uh, I am thinking at the upcoming experiment, and I'm still not sure if this thing will be a success or if this will be a failure or whatever will be. And Yeah, this is not a good way. Only few days before the thing will happen, that you're not sure if this thing is really working out, or if you do have an issue, or whatever. But yeah, so much about this. And yes, what else? I think I will start creating the terminal. It can be maybe start here. How large do I like to create the thing? Maybe the terminal can extend. Uh, Wait, what is the right line? This is the right line. And yes, okay, so reset. Wow, research experiment. No, I lost the line again. Maybe I should run into the opposite direction, or I should face into the opposite direction. Let me try this again. Okay, this line is the correct line. Okay, let's say I like to create this terminal in these dimensions. How large would this be? Then there's this strange, why is there here, why is there a hill? This is also problematic. So maybe let's say until there. This is pretty small. Then there's this tree in the way. Is this the right position? Yes, it is. Okay, this would be pretty small. Can I maybe one block between? If I create it up there, what would be then? So move it 2 blocks. No, 1 block. Over there. Huh, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure if this thing is looking good or not. Let me just create the first shape of it to see the dimension of the terminal. And yeah, so I was talking about my upcoming experiment, and well, this is really one thing I'm I'm currently thinking a lot about this, and I'm doing so many preparations, and you know, everything comes down to Tuesday, and still there are some questions open. And then there was another thing I completely forgot to mention. On Friday, I was asking one of my colleagues, what about this person I asked, why have I not got an answer about if the students can just use the game, or do they need to contact an administrator, or do I need to contact an administrator at first? And well, he then asked me also, um, well, then there was a discussion going on if in this particular room there is enough space for all these students, because we are not sure how many students will be getting there for my experiment and how many seats are available in this room. I think this could be, yeah, I think this dimension should be good enough. Let me just climb on top of my mountain to see, and to, yeah, to just see how large this terminal is. And yeah, so this is the next question right now, that I'm not quite sure if the room has enough space. And now I have a next concern on my list. I need to make sure that everything is in order. And yes, so exciting things are ahead of me. And so yeah, if you're watching this episode, please keep your fingers crossed for Tuesday that everything will work out well, and that well, my research results are significant, and on the other hand, this terminal is pretty small compared to the airplane. Maybe I need at least to make it a little bit larger. I think this would be really an idea to increase a little bit more the dimensions of this. Okay, I think I should think about this. And yeah, please keep your fingers crossed that everything will work out well, that my results are significant, and that I get the software in time from my students, and that there is no bug, and that I just can use the computers at university without needing to contact an administrator, and yeah, that all the issues and all the problems I'm currently having in mind aren't really a problem, and that everything is just working fine and dandy. And yeah, please keep your fingers crossed. I can use your help in this particular case. And yeah, so much appreciated if you help me out a little bit with this specific issue. And yeah, then we will see what comes out of this. Okay, then one additional interesting thing is that apart from my research, okay, ouch. I'm now, well, for a short time, I'm now working also a little bit as a, no, in the opposite direction, as a translator. So I'm currently translating a computer game from English to German. And yeah, this is a completely new task. It's pretty interesting. What is down there? Is this just again a glitch, or is this a feature? It's getting dark already. This is not good, but I like to investigate this. So, woohoo! Um, oh, there was some lever. There is something, some obsidian. This is interesting. Okay, I should remember this particular place. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay, now I should go back to my cabin because it's getting late. And then we are already at the end of today's episode. This is crazy. This is crazy. Now it's already the end of the last September episode, and well, it's getting closer and closer to my experiment, and the questions still persist. And yeah, okay. Let me just grab the bucket because at the beginning of next episode, I should descend down to my cave and to grab the next bucket of lava to continue. Ooh, creeper. I do have 2 arrows. I need to check if I do have. I do not want to damage this mountain because this mountain is pretty cool. Okay, I do have 2 arrows. I can damage this guy at first and kill it now. Okay, and maybe I should check out if I have some things, flintstones available so that I can create some more arrows. And well, then I need to kill some of my chickens, but this is okay because, well, I need them for some food anyway. Okay, let me now run back home. Let me run to my cabin and let me get into it, and we are safe. Okay, yes, I have some flint, so this is good. I have some gunpowder, some coal. I still do have these bows. Okay. Can I store something else in there? No, not yet. Okay, let me just grab the last bread. And with this, I'm now at the end of this episode. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this, and I hope next Tuesday will be a success. In this case, until next time, until Wednesday, then I will be able to talk about the outcome of my experiment. And yeah, in this case, until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!